Hi everybody, it's me, Arlene, Delicious Delights. Welcome to my channel. Jenny Glow fragrances. Are they worth it or not? This video is going to be an extremely long video on the House of Jenny Glow. Basically, I will be sharing with you guys my not first impressions. I've been testing these for about 2 months now, and I guess I'll just be sharing with you guys my thoughts on 7 of their fragrances. You can see 4 here already, but I have put aside 3 of my most favorite from this house, at least from the ones that I own. And then I guess I'll just, at the end of this video, I'll be giving you guys my general thoughts about about this house, and whether I think it's worth it. Do I think this fragrance house sucks? Pros and cons, I guess, and all that stuff. So yeah, let's begin here. Oh yeah, first of all, before I do that, I do want to mention that if you're not aware, Jenny Glow is a perfume house that makes perfumes that are extremely similar or inspired by Jo Malone fragrances. Call them dupes or copies or clones. You can call them whatever you want, but yeah, basically, yeah, they are similar to Jo Malone fragrances. And the good thing about this house is that they are extremely affordable. They come in 2 different bottle sizes, well, at least the ones that I have here. This, for example, is a 30 ml bottle, and you can find this on web shop like Notino, for example, where I got them for €7. And then there's also an 80 ml bottle, the larger size, and you can get that for €15. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by Jenny Glow or Notino or anything or anyone, but I just thought I would mention that because I do a lot of my shopping on Notino, and I think they're a great web shop. So anyways, yeah, let's begin. I have here Jenny Glow Grapefruit, which is a fragrance that is supposed to be very similar to Jo Malone Grapefruit, which I have tried. When I smell this perfume, actually, I have just sprayed it on a test strip here. I will say that you do get a big explosive burst of grapefruit in here. Obviously, it's a very simple scent, a simple bitterish, sourish grapefruit scent. There is a difference between this one, though, a big difference between this one and the Jo Malone perfume, just based on my distant memory. This one is thick on my skin. It's really weird how, usually with citrus scents, they're really bright and refreshing, and they give you like a boost of energy or a boost of, I don't know, freshness. This one has like a heaviness to it, which you don't really expect with citrus fragrances. This one smells a lot better on my clothing than it does on my skin because, I hate to say it, you guys, on my skin it kind of smells like a gluey grapefruit. And you know that smell of like a glue, like when you're a kid doing arts and crafts, there's this like sourish kind of glue smell. It doesn't stink, but it has like this thick smelling pasty bitter kind of thing going on. I get that kind of bitter-ish, I don't even know how to explain it, a gluey kind of smell, a thick glue, as if it's drying down, the smell of dried glue, plus a grapefruit blast is what I get with this. So I'm not a huge fan of this, but it smells okay, you guys. It smells fine. Now, the next one here is Jenny Glow Lime and Basil. This one, of course, is inspired by Lime, Basil, and Mandarin by Jo Malone, of course. Let's spray this. Okay, so the Jo Malone Lime, Basil, and Mandarin, I think that's one of their most popular scents, if not the most popular scents in the line. I think it smells okay. It does have, it obviously has like that citrusy herbal thing going on of lime and basil, which is a very, very simple, straightforward scent. But just like with the grapefruit perfume I just talked about, it has it has that thick, kind of cloying, kind of gluey kind of scent on it with a slight touch of sourness and bitterness on skin. I do have to emphasize on skin. On my clothing, however, if I were just to spray my sweater only or just my jacket, I do get this really beautiful, spicy-ish lime and basil scent. And it smells good. I guess it depends on whether you like to wear perfumes on your skin or on your clothing or not, or both. But with grapefruit and lime basil, I would recommend to wear it on clothing to get that lime basil kind of smell. But I still think it's okay, but not like fantastic. These two are probably my least favorite that I have. Okay. Next up, we have Jenny Glow Basil. This one here, which is inspired by Basil and Neroli by Joe Malone. This one here does have a very clean, soapy scent to me. It's more neroli than basil. I don't get a whole lot of basil in here. I do get like an herbal kind of freshness in here. But to me, it's more like a clean, soapy neroli. Luckily, with the basil, I don't really get that gluey thing that I talked about earlier. But I do get like a heavy-ish, thick, textured neroli scent. With basil also, I do think it does smell better on my clothing than it does on my skin. It seems to be so far a running theme with how I enjoy to wear these perfumes. But this is a really nice, fresh, mostly neroli scent. Just try to imagine neroli having a more denser, thicker texture than you're probably used to with other fresh neroli scents. Not a whole lot of basil, a little bit of some kind of, I don't know, maybe there's some spice in here. There's no notes listed. At least I didn't look on any notes with any of these perfumes. So I'm just going on what my nose picks up. And it's a nice, clean scent, really straightforward. Awesome. I just wore this the other day on my sweater when I went to the gym, and it was really, really nice. Very simple, though, nothing like super complicated here. Not a lot of development. And but yeah, just a nice fresh scent that you can spray a lot of if you want, because they're so inexpensive. But yeah, I quite enjoy that one as well. Now, the last one I have here before I get into my top three Jenny Glow perfumes is Jenny Glow Green Cucumber. Sorry, it's blurry sometimes. There we go. So this one is inspired by, if I remember correctly, it's Earl Grey and cucumber. There we go. So I don't recall ever trying the Joe Malone version of this perfume, the Earl Grey and cucumber. When I do smell this, it's kind of a weird scent. It's really, really unusual. I get this really fresh green cucumber, very, very watery, very fresh, but at the same time I'm getting something like a peppery thing in here, like a spiciness added to it. To me, it's like a spicy cucumber. And although it doesn't really smell, it doesn't smell bad. It's just not, I'm not sure if this is a perfume that I would normally reach for, just because I do find that combination, although it sounds interesting, on me, it smells kind of weird. So this is just a taste thing. It just smells a little weird to me. I don't know. If I imagine tea in here, I am kind of picking up on that, like a black tea or black tea leaves. But I guess in this perfume, it's coming off more like a spice to my nose, along with a very watery, fresh green cucumber. Very vegetal, watery, and fresh and clean. And yeah, this isn't to my taste, but I do think it smells interesting, and it's probably for someone. They would probably enjoy it, but for me, no. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have more. I haven't tried the Jo Malone version of this, the green tea or an Earl Grey and cucumber or something like that. But I think it's nice. I'm kind of smelling a little bit of lemon in here now too. Lemon, watery cucumber, and a little bit of spice. Okay, so now those were the four. Now I'm going to go into my top three. And these ones I really, really enjoy. I have been wearing them a lot lately and testing them. And I think that, yeah, as I said, these are the best that I have tried. So in number 3 spot, we have Jenny Glow Blackberry and Bay. So this is inspired by, oh gosh, I am forgetting what it's called. Isn't it just called Blackberry and Bay? I think it is, by Jo Malone. Let me just spray it on. Okay. So on my skin with this one, by the way, this one smells really nice on clothing and on my skin. On my skin on this one, I get a lot of the blackberry. Actually, I'm wearing it right now. Just let me give it a sniff. Yeah, there is a really nice, tart, sweet blackberry in here. It's not overly sweet though. It kind of smells like a realistic, for real, real life blackberry scent. And also, of course, bay leaves. But to me, it comes off more of like a greenness or like the branches of the blackberry tree or the leaves attached to it. You guys get the idea. It's really, really nice and fun. The funny thing about this is I kind of also pick up a little bit of tea in here, and I'm not sure if tea is in the notes or if it was in the original perfume, the Blackberry and Bay, but I'm just thinking basically of a blackberry tea and drinking it in like a garden. So you're getting like the smell of the branches and the greens, the leaves everywhere around, and it's beautiful. I really, really enjoy this. I love it. And for €7, I'm like super stoked. Okay. Now in number 2 spot, we have the only big bottle that I own of this company. This is a Freesia Pear, which is inspired by English Pear and Freesia, I think it's called, by Jo Malone. So let me get this on a test strip here. Okay, yeah, wow, okay, this is really, really, really nice. So I have tried the original, the Jo Malone version of this, but it's been a long, long time, but I do remember really liking it a lot when I have tried it years and years ago. Smelling this perfume, just based on my distant memory, it does smell quite similar, not exactly the same, but similar enough. With this perfume, I get this really fresh, white floral. It's very, very watery on me. I wear it both on my skin and clothing. I don't get that gluey, sour, bitterish kind of thing as I did with these 3 here that I talked about earlier. It's a floral, fruity scent, but it just comes off as very authentic. It smells like pear, of course, a watery, juicy, ripe pear. Not overly sweet, but giving a beautiful sweetness, adding with the Freesia. I have smelled Freesia in real life, but say if I smelled this blind and I didn't know the name of this perfume, I wouldn't be like, oh, that smells like Freesia. To me, it smells like a very clean, crisp, fresh white floral that just goes so beautifully with the subdued sweetness of pear, where the sweetness isn't overdone. I'm also getting a little bit of spice in here too, and like I said, I don't know what the notes are, or if the notes are in the original Jo Malone perfume of English pear and freesia. But yeah, it seems like maybe, I don't know, but I do kind of get a little bit of spice. I'm not sure where it's coming from, and some musk as well in this one, but it's beautiful, you guys. I really, really enjoy this a lot. It's just so easy to wear and like perfect for spring or summer or like year round, basically. Yeah, I really, really love that one. All right, so one more perfume to go. This is going to be my #1 favorite Jenny Glow perfume that I own. This perfume is inspired by Angelica and Tuberose in the black bottle, the Cologne Intense. This is called Jenny Glow Angelica Sinensis. I have been wearing this quite a lot, as you can see that I did put quite a big dent in here already. And let's see here. Let me just spray this quickly if you guys just bear with me for a second. Yeah, ooh. Okay. This is absolutely gorgeous, you guys. Oh my gosh. So I have talked a little bit about this on my channel before. I have also tested very recently the Jo Malone version of this, and it is extremely, extremely similar. So this is obviously a tuberose scent, but to me it comes off like a very sweet, almost like an almond-like, marzipan-like tuberose scent. It's very thick and creamy, wearable, it's gorgeous. I think that this perfume is super easy to wear, super classy. I can't believe that this is €7 and also how close it is to the original Tuberose Angelica by Jo Malone. Yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. It does remind me a lot of the Noix de Tuberose by Miller Harris. It's not exactly the same because the Noix de Tuberose has a little bit of greenness in here. This is all just a really creamy white floral tuberose, kind of having that sweetness of bubblegum, and also, as I said, like this sweet almondy marzipan deliciousness. Oh man, this is so, so good. So that is my favorite Jenny Glow perfume by far. And yeah, if you guys haven't tried anything from this house and you're looking for something maybe to try first, I would definitely recommend to try any of these three first: the Berry and Bay, the Freesia and Pear, and the Angelica Sinensis. So I guess now here are my now my quick thoughts, or my overall thoughts, or my summary about this house. I guess it's a hit and miss, you guys. With the first three that I talked about, the grapefruit, lime basil, and the basil fragrances, I found them to be, well, they didn't do well on my skin, but they did pretty okay on my clothing. These perfumes in general are not as like good quality as the Jo Malone perfumes. They are very, very linear scents, all of them. They don't really develop all that much, at least not on me. Very one-dimensional. And of course, they're clones. And you know, everyone has their opinions about clone fragrances. You know, you're either on one side or the other. And I guess way back when I first started this hobby, well, not even more recently, I did have like a negative kind of feeling about clones in general, because, you know, I don't really want to get into it. But you guys can assume why, you know, like is it art stealing? Is it just, you know, like cheapening the art of perfumery and all that stuff? And yeah, I know, I get all of that, but a lot of things have changed, and I guess my mind has changed. It's shifting towards having more of an open mind with cologne perfumes. And I guess now I'm kind of realizing that, you know, there's a place for cologne perfumes in this perfume industry, I guess. They are very inexpensive. I mean, how can you go wrong? This is €7 and this is 15 euros for an 80 mils, and they are fantastic, you guys. As far as them being dupes, like smelling like the originals, they're not exactly. I find with clone perfumes, I never find them to be like exactly like the originals, but that's okay with me. They're close enough for me. You can spray a lot of it if you want to, and you're not really spending a lot of money, you know, on perfumes. You could use them as a room spray if you wanted to, because like I said, they're super inexpensive. These perfumes last, from what I have tested with Jo Malone perfumes, these perfumes actually even last longer than Jo Malone perfumes. They are colognes and these are EDPs. So, I mean, that's also a bonus with these. As I said before many times, very, very affordable option for people that either don't want to spend the high price tag with Jo Malone perfumes or simply can't afford to. You know, they can smell good too. Anyone can smell good at any price point, and I do appreciate that there's that option there, you know. If you don't like the clones, then don't buy them or don't support it. But if you don't mind, if you like to save money or you want to spend your money on something else, then you can go with these ones. And they are simple fragrances and they're easy to blind buy. And I guess all in all, you guys, I give these clones thumbs up. Even though, like I said, these were not the best on me, they did work well in my clothing, and you know what, for €7, who am I to complain? I do want to discover more with this house. Sage and sea salt one that I'd like to get, and also the tonka bean and myrrh. Those one I think I'll pick up at some point. But anyways, yeah, that was my extremely long video on Jenny Glow perfumes. Do I think they're worth it? Absolutely. There's pros and cons, of course, to this house with these perfumes, but I think that for the price point, I do really like the option that they're available for people who, as I said before, don't want to spend the money or can't spend the money on expensive perfumes. Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments if you've tried anything from this house, or would you recommend any of them, or just your general thoughts about these. I'd love to hear that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and sticking around for this entire video. I really appreciate it, and I will be back with more videos soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.